Good afternoon, everybody. You're watching the College of New Jersey Lions Ice Hockey live here on YouTube, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting. My name's Carlo Pascal. Sorry, it's been a long weekend. Game number 5 of the weekend here for me, and game number 2 of the weekend for the Lions as they face the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers for a second night in a row. Fell yesterday in a 3-2 game, the first win for RIT in 299 days, finally getting back into the win column. Just one off 300, a 22-game losing streak snapped yesterday. Meanwhile, for the TCNJ Lions, they're on a 9-game losing streak of their own, looking to avoid making it double digits coming into this one here. We'll take a look at our starters as we get ready to go here for this one before we get kicked into things. Just want to say a quick thank you for tuning into this one and all of our games throughout this weekend here. We'll start with RIT, the two wingers, number 22, Shane Garalamo and Parker Hahn. At center, number 10, Finn Boyle. On defense, number 91, Zach Tomanich. Also on defense, number 18, Ilya Zdanov. And in between the pipes, once again, it's number 34, Josh Ruffner. Now the starting lineup for the Lions, number 48, Joey Greenspoon, number 9, Jack Ellis, number 21, Logan May, the forwards. On the back end, both the assistant captains of 14, Matt Sislo, 13, Alex Gatsonis, and Mike Bucinich getting the call in between the pipes for this one this afternoon as we await the teams to come onto the bench here. RIT is ready to go, looking to make it 2 straight wins as the Lions coming out to their bench now. As we'll step aside, take a brief break, we'll have the PA announcements here for the starting lineups, then the national anthem and puck drop here from TSAI Field House in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Welcome to the TSAI Field House for an ACHA Division I matchup between the RIT Tigers and your TCNJ Lions. We'll get the starting lineup here. First for RIT at wing, number 22, Shane Garalamo. Also at wing, number 13, Parker Hahn. At center, number 10, Finn Boyle. On defense, number 91, Zach Tomanich. Also on defense, number 18, Ilya Zdanov. And in between the pipes, number 34, Josh Ruffner. Now the starting lineup for your TCNJ Lions. At wing, number 48, Joey Greenspoon. Also at wing, number 9, Jack Ellis. At center, number 21, Logan May. On defense, number 14, alternate captain, Matt Sislo. Also on defense, alternate captain, number 13, Alex Gatsonis. And in goal this afternoon, number 33, Mike Bucinich. Now please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Back after a wonderful rendition of the national anthem and our starters being announced here between RIT and TCNJ as we get ready to go here for this one. Like I said earlier in the pregame, RIT, their first win in 22 games yesterday in that 3-2 victory over this TCNJ Lions squad. First win in 299 days for this extremely young freshman-laden team. 15 freshmen on the roster for RIT. And for TCNJ, a young squad in their own right as well, as they look and try and snap this 9-game losing streak here in this one as the teams come out, and we are ready to go here for this one this afternoon. Another matinee game here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Boyle versus the 21 of May in the dot, and we're off here for this. Bouncing puck right off the face-off, taken here by Sislo up along the boards. Greenspoon trying to get onto that one. Stolen away as it bounces into the zone. Trying to get back on it is May. Driving in is Hahn. He fires that one on, and Bucinic is able to make the save. First test passed there for Bucinic as he makes his first save of the afternoon. That one off the draw. Taken here by TCNJ as they try and go from right to left. RIT able to take it back here, get it back to the neutral zone as it's dumped back in by the Lions. Back to collect here, the 91 of Tomanic. He sends this one forward looking for Hahn. Parker Hahn, the sophomore from Mars, PA, alongside his brother Dryden, both here on this Tiger squad. As this is played forward up to Korobko. Korobko into the zone, sends Phillips as he dumps in. As RIT send it around again. Perfidio touches that one, and we're going to get a whistle here as it looks like the helmet of a Tiger came off. Looks like that's the 21 of Peterson. Tommy Peterson, another sophomore here on this RIT squad. Not a lot of them, like I said. 15 brand new freshmen on this team coming in to this year. They've only scored 17 goals so far this season, but 3 was enough to get it done yesterday against TCNJ. Only averaging about 1.13 goals per game, as that's going to be called down here. Looks like it was an offside there on the Lions. Meanwhile, looking over on the TCNJ side of things, like I said, that 9-game losing streak coming into this one. Haven't won a game since September 21st, going all the way back against Lehigh when they won 5-2. Have scored 26 goals so far this season. Sitting at a 2 per game average. That's what they scored last night as here they come. That shot fired on. Saved there by Ruffner. And down went a Lion hard into the boards at the end of that play. That was Gley who got sent into the end boards as Ruffner gets the nod yet again here for this one. Played a solid game yesterday for the Tigers. Now sitting with a win in his pocket for the senior from Lancaster, New York. 1-10 on the year, 6.61 GAA, 871 save percentage. Meanwhile, for Bucinic, 1-6-1, 474 GAA, and a 904 save percentage. As we get a face-off warning here to the Tigers as they're chased from the face-off dot. Haskins is going to have to take it as this one bounces here to Tomanic again. He's able to get it out of the zone, and this will go for an icing here on RIT. Been a slow start to this game so far. Already a bunch of stoppages. A minute 30 into this. As this one is one here off the draw by RIT. Back in their own end as they look for some options here. This one bouncing to the blue line. Glove down by Pachalski as he sends it back in deep. Puck sent around here by the Tigers as they look to play out again. Finding the stick of Haskins. As he tries to blow by the defense, can't do so. Sislo with a good job to play some stand-up D. As this one is sent around and poked forward looking for Pachalski. It goes by him. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone as Pachalski's back on it. He sends it back into his own end looking for Martin. The 16 of Scott Martin, the senior from Ringwood, New Jersey, lays this one off. Able to connect to Sislo as he sends it forward. Driving into the zone. Here comes Lagriola. He fires that one deflected and goes up into the netting off the stick of Zdanov. Shots knotted up at 1 apiece so far here in this one. Like I said, a lot of stoppages here to start this game as these two teams try and figure themselves out once again. As that one is kicked aside right in the crease. It bounced away as it goes back up to the point and out. Dangerous chance there for TCNJ. They just can't capitalize on it as this will go for an icing on the Tigers again. The kick save was made there by Ruffner as it then bounced off the end boards right into the low slot. TCNJ couldn't get a stick on it to try and put it towards the cage. As this is taken here by RIT off the draw. Pody gets across center ice and pokes this one into the zone. He gives chase after it as well. Has the 13 of Hahn with him as they come together down in the corner. But it's taken away by the Lions. Nearly stopped there at the blue line, but Greenspoon is able to put it into the zone. Chasing after it was Ellis. Bouncing puck off the boards as May does a good job to play the body. As here come the Tigers again, walking in, trying to dangle through the defense. They get the shutoff, stopped by Bucinic. Rebound loose, trying to cover up on it, and he's able to do so. That was Tommy Peterson in there with the chance. Bucinic made the initial save and somehow had to just roll on top of the puck, and he was able to get the cover. Lehigh versus the 24 of Santo at the face-off dot. Santo able to win the draw as it's taken here by the Lions. Sislo being hounded down there in the corner as it's taken away there by Perfidio, as now it's taken by Greenspoon. Sent across, trying to drive in is Santo. Santo plays the body as it's sent around by the Tigers. Taken again by Perfidio as he sends it across. Finds Tomanich as he sends it up and out of the zone. Gets Sonis trying to track this down. Does a good job to keep it away from Zdanov, who joined the rush. As Santo has it again. Looking to play this forward. Couldn't get onto the stick of Greenspoon as it's taken by Hahn and walked into the zone. Hahn with it still. He fires, puts that one wide of the far post, and the net comes off. We'll get a whistle here with 16:16 left to go in period number 1. Face-off just outside of the TCNJ blue line, and seems like once again RIT is going to be chased from the circle there. Perfidio is going to have to come in and take it up against the 12 of Jake Barrera. This one's stolen away. Perfidio with it, looking to get by Martin. He fires that on, just goes wide. I think Bucinic might have gotten a piece of it. They're going to give him the save. As RIT with their fifth shot of the game. That one goes well wide of the cage. Trying to jump on this now is Walter. Can't keep the puck. RIT, another shot on. Bucinic paddles that one away as it goes down below the goal line. Martin trying to get on this. Looking for Gley. Up along the board. Sends back here to Martin. Has a little bit of room here through the neutral zone as he walks in. Plays it forward. Opts to chase on it as well as he goes below the goal line. Taken away here by the Tigers as they play up to the point. Stout. He's able to keep it in, puts it in there onto Ruffner, and he's just going to glove that one down easily for the whistle with 15:29 left to go in period number 1. Shots 5-2 right now in favor of RIT. Shots were tied at the end of yesterday's game, 30 apiece for both the teams, but it was RIT with that 3-2 victory. As it's taken here by Peterson. Up off the high glass and out of the zone as Stout tracks back here on this puck. Lays this one back, able to connect as it's sent forward up to Stefanik. Stefanik into the zone, lays the body there right in front of the bench. Hit Adam Lowe as here come the Lions. That one fired wide of the far post, and we get the whistle. And it looks like a Lion might have got hit up high here as the helmet comes off. Looks like the 18 of Lagriola as he tries to fix his helmet here. So while he repairs his equipment, we've got 15:08 left to go here in period number 1. Shots 5-2. Face off to the left of Ruffner. Played a solid game yesterday in the RIT victory as Lagriola plays this back up to Stout at the point. Great feed to him as he has it here at the blue line. Plays it back to Lagriola, looking for somebody as it goes back to get Sonis. That one fired. Knocked away there as it goes for Pachalski in the corner. Puck bounces here to the Tigers as they try and play out the other way. Haskins can't get by Stout as he gets hit there at center ice as here comes Lagriola again. He fires that one wide of the cage. Gatsonis able to pinch and keep this in for now, but it's stolen away and out. Here come RIT. Haskins along the boards. He's able to keep the puck. Trying to center that one back across. Couldn't do so as this goes back up to the point. That one comes out of the zone as RIT are going to have to reset here. Pody sends this one back in. Trickles on to Bucinich as Peterson tries to get on it here for the Tigers. Across. Greenspoon able to break that one up in the slot as it bounces to Gatsonis again. Up and out. Ellis trying to get on the breakaway chance here. Ellis walking in all alone. He fires and goes high, and it goes over the bar. Dangerous chance there for TCNJ. Just couldn't put it home. Ellis all alone on the breakaway chance. Goes up and over. As Sislo tries to fire this one on. Got blocked away there by the skates of Hahn. As May sends back up to the point here for Sislo. He's able to keep it in with the skates as this bounces to Boyle, trying to spin and fire with Greenspoon. Couldn't do it. Taken here by Greenspoon. Opts to play this back to Sislo as he calms things down. Back to Sislo again off that quick pass. As he sends this around looking for Martin. Up to Ellis. He's able to get it out to the neutral zone, trying to get a jump on it here as it's taken by Sislo. Has to get back on side as that's going to be called for offside there. Greenspoon was still over the line when Sislo walked in with 13:09 left to go in period number 1. It's been a slow one to start here. Not a lot of chances for either teams besides the Jack Ellis breakaway and a few close rebound chances for RIT as this one goes back into the zone here. Phillips trying to get on this, but it's stolen away by Zdanov as it's kept here by RIT. Perfidio sends this one forward, tapped into the zone there by Hahn as it's stolen away by Stout. Up off the glass, can't get it out of the zone as now it's finally taken out by Greenspoon and Korobko as Greenspoon sends it in. Greenspoon chasing after it. Trying to get the puck back here along the boards. Korobko comes over to help him, looking for options. Back up to Stout at the point. He fires that one through traffic, and it's gloved down there by Ruffner. Off the draw. Glide trying to keep this here in the zone. Can't do so. Taken by RIT up and out as Sislo plays back to Barrera. Has it stolen away, but it's going to be called for offside as the Tigers tried to walk in just a little bit over the line. Lowe is going to be up against Barrera in the face-off dot. Glide trying to keep this puck away off the face-off win. Into the zone, has Helkowski with him. Across, that one goes down around the goals. First time we've seen Helkowski out on the ice here for the Lions in this one as Sislo lays the hammer right there in front of his own bench. That was a big-time check there from Sislo as walking in. Here come the Lions, fired on, rebound loose, on the backhand, they score! Alex Getsonis opens the scoring, and TCNJ go up 1-0. Getsonis able to find Twine on the backhand, his first goal of the year. Second point of the season, and TCNJ have the lead. That is a huge, huge goal there for the Lions as Barrera sends this around. Shots evened up at 5 now, as this one is sent back out to the neutral zone. Played in here off the stick of number 13, Parker Hahn, as it's taken here by Helkowski. Helkowski plays this to Pereira. He takes a bump as there's a broken stick on the play, as this one goes down in the corner. Glide with it. He touches it, and he is going to go to the box here. It's going to be a penalty here on Glide. And on the goal before, Getsonis from Helkowski and Glide, as Helkowski's actually going to go to the box. So to the power play go the RIT Tigers. Scored on the power play yesterday for just the second time this season. 2-18 on the year so far, a 11.11 percentage as we get the whistle here. That puck was still loose, even though Busanic made the save. And it's going to be an interference call here on Helkowski. And back to the goal, like I said. Helkowski and Glide getting the assists on the Getsonis tally. For the TCNJ, 1-goal lead so far here with 11:07 left to go in period number 1 as this one's played across over to the back door, looking to get the shot off. It's stopped there by Martin. That was Garalamo who tried to fire as he lays the body as Martin gets hit down to the ice as Garalamo has it again. Into the zone, here he comes, has to spin away from Martin, lost an edge, but it's kept here by RIT for a second as this one's played forward. Lagriola and Barrera walking into the zone, he fires, saved on the rebound, they can't fire on target. Good job on the back check there by Chris Lehigh, as here comes Girolamo again. He gets taken down to the ice by Martin, as this one bounces into the slot and dumped away there by Sislo. 1:05 left to go here on the power play for RIT, as this is taken here by them. On into the zone, trying to play it across. That one goes by the back door, looking for Zdanov, who is crashing to the net. As Hahn up against the boards, has it stolen away, and it's sent the length of the ice there by Greenspoon. Joey Greenspoon, good job to send that one away here with 34 seconds left to go on the man advantage for RIT. Driving in, trying to cut around Greenspoon again. They can't do so. Across, saved by Busanic. That was a big-time stop there from Mike as this is taken back up at the point. Tomanic fires it across. This one at the side of the cage. Taken away, back up to the point. Boyle with it. That one fired from the blue line. Busanic with another save, trying to cover, can't do it. Back up to the point, trying to get it there, but Glide is able to clear here with 5 seconds left to go on the power play. That shot from the blue line was from Grayson Pody, as this one trickles on into Busanic, and he will cover up. We're back to 5-on-5. Shots now 10-7 in favor of RIT, but TCNJ still with the 1-goal lead and 9:13 left to go here in period number 1. Stalemate on the draw as it bounces towards Busanic. He paddles that aside as Martin sends this forward. Was looking to connect there with, looked like Phillips, as they're going to wave off the icing. Bouncing around, Pachalski trying to keep it in the zone. Phillips fires a shot. Stopped there by Ruffner. and he holds on. That was a blast from Phillips right in the slot there, but Ruffner able to get it with the glove. Off the face-off, one here by TCNJ as they send this one around. Gatsanis able to keep it in the zone. Good job to pinch and keep this in as Pachalski has this one bounced aside. Phillips tried to lay the hammer there, looking to level Haskins, couldn't do so, as Martin sends this pass across to Gatsanis. One of the alternate captains, Gatsanis, scoring the first goal of the game. Delayed offside here on the Lions as this is taken by the Tigers. Pass broken up as Pachalski tries to keep it. Poked forward, trying to go back to Pachalski. They couldn't do so. That was Glye as this one bouncing to the side of the net, trying to cover. They do. And we've got some extracurriculars going on now here between the teams. Collins and Phillips going at it as they skate away. Still some chirping as both teams go back to their benches. Saw it yesterday a couple times, a little bit of some pushing and shoving after the whistles, especially in that third period. Then at the end of the game, Josh Kushner not in the lineup here for TCNJ today. Ended up getting a misconduct penalty at the end and is not available for this one, as this is sent around for Glye. Glye can't hold this one as it goes down to Perfidio, back up to the point. Zdanov, he fires, that one rings off the crossbar. Dangerous chance there for RIT as they put that one right above the shoulder of Busanic, but it hit the corner there between the post and the crossbar. As this one goes back for Stout, no icing, they wave it off. Stout here with under 7:30 left to go in period one, sends to Helkowski. Trying to drive by Zdanov into the corner. He has to spin away from the check. Tried to play to Barrera, couldn't do so. As this is played to the other side, able to find Hahn. Lays this one off here for Boyle as he drives in. Back to Hahn. As this one is sent in deeper, looking for Garalamo. Garalamo trying to cut to the net front as Barrera hit the deck. That one in on goal, bounces sky high as it's knocked down in the crease. That one steered aside by Barrera. He got the leg down and blocked it up into the netting, and we get the whistle with just under 7 to go. Face off to the left of Busanic. Has stopped all 12 shots so far. As this one is sent around the cage. Over to get this, the 14 of Sislo. He gets hammered into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty here on the Tigers. As Sislo back up to his feet. That was a dangerous hit. As it seems like it's going to be a hit from behind call here on Garalamo. So Garalamo to the box, to the power play. Go the Lions. Sitting at an 18.42 percentage so far, 7 for 38 on the man advantage this season. Meanwhile, on the PK, the Tigers, 46.87%. 15 for 32 so far this year as this one's played across. Shot fired on, stopped there by Ruffner. 3 power plays combined between the two teams yesterday. RIT had 2 of them, scored on 1 of them. TCNJ only had 1. Weren't able to capitalize on it. They're on another right now. Just 4 seconds into it as this faceoff bounces here for the Tigers, looking to try and clear. They do. Back in their own end. Sent forward here up to the 21 of May as he drives into the zone. Has Stefanik on the other side. May with it. Looking for options as TCNJ try and get set up. Pass across. Bouncing in front. Stopped there and they score on the rebound. Rich Stefanik gives TCNJ a 2-0 lead here in the first. The first one doesn't go, but TCNJ are able to collect the rebound. Stefanik able to put that one home, and it's 2-0 TCNJ. That's a power play goal there for the Lions. Weren't successful last night on their only power play. Successful here in this one this afternoon on their first power play of the game, as this one is dumped into the zone. Currently 2-0 in favor of TCNJ over RIT. Shots 12-11 right now, as TCNJ looking to tie it up in that category. Kept in at the point by Sislo. He fires. That one goes wide. Barrera back on it, though. Barrera below the goal line has that one stolen away. As out goes Zadonov. Zadonov cutting through everybody, walking right down Broadway. He scores! What a beautiful move and goal there from Zadonov as he cuts the lead to 1. My goodness, what a goal there from the freshman defenseman from Russia. What a beautiful goal there for Zadonov. Highlight reel, as it's only a 1-goal game. So back to a 1-goal game here, as this is taken by RIT again. That one bounces into the corner. Greenspoon on this. Up along the boards as he tries to find May. Can't do so. Kept here by RIT. Looking to fire. That one goes wide of the cage off the shot from Garalamo, as this one goes back up to the point here for Pody. Garalamo with it again. Being hounded there by Greenspoon, but he sends it into the corner. As Walter lays the body, this one trying to go back to Garalamo, they couldn't connect. As Garalamo hard into the boards there with May, as this one goes back up to the point. At the blue line. RIT, that one fire blocked away there by Barrera. Actually, that was the 16 of Martin. As this one goes back out to the point and out of the zone, as tracking back on it, the 21 of Peterson. Over to Perfidio, who dumps into the zone, as chasing after it, the 11 of Hahn. Hahn into the boards there with May, as it's taken by Perfidio again, trying to cut to the slot. Ellis able to steal the puck away, looking for an option, but is hounded there by Perfidio, is able to take it back. Perfidio trying to find Hahn in the middle. 3 Lions there diving to try and knock that puck away, as it's kept in at the point. Shot from the blue line, bouncing here in the slot as it goes into the corner for Martin. As he tries to send the quick pass out of the zone, can't do so. Kicked away by Bucinic. Good pad save there. As this will go for an icing here on the Lions. And that goal for Zadonov is unassisted, as he just walked right up the gut, made the beautiful move into the zone, and ripped it top shelf, as that one's kicked aside by Bucinic again. Shot from the point, trying to find somebody in the slot. Backhander stopped in front by Greenspoon, as he tries to find it again. This one back up to the blue line, kept there as it's sent lower. As that one goes wide of the cage, kept here by Perfidio. Perfidio with it here along the boards, being hounded there by Martin as Ellis tries to play it around, looking for May, and we're going to get a penalty on the play here. I think Martin's going to go to the box as this goes back up to the point here. Tomanic, he fires. That one stopped in front. Rebound there, and they score. We're tied at 2. Tied at 2. It looks like it's going to be the 11 of Dryden Hahn, who collects his first goal of the year. So knotted up at 2 here between the Tigers and the Lions. As it's now a tie game. TCNJ, their 2-goal lead has vanished, as this is taken here by Gutsonis as he sends it in deep. This one back here to Stout. Stout plays this across, finds Gutsonis again off the bounce. 3:10 left to go here in period number 1. 4 goals combined from both the teams here in this frame as this goes over to Stout. Stout sends it back for Gutsonis. Shots 18-11 right now in favor of RIT. As after that second goal, it's been all Tigers. As this one bounces here for Petralski into the corner. He's able to steal it away. Looking to feed it forward up to Stefanik. Stefanik tries to dump it into the zone. Can't do so as he sends it forward with the glove. Lagriola isn't going to touch it as it goes back out to Gley. Gley has to send it back here. Finds Martin. Pitches this forward up to Petralski as he dumps in. Zdanov sends it to the other side, able to connect with Peterson. As this one is played forward, Stout able to pick it off at center ice, but it's dumped into the zone hard there from Haskins. 2 and change left to go here in period number 1 as that one goes the distance. No icing on the play. They're going to wave it off. A little surprised by that no icing call there as Petralski tries to take this one away there from Pody. Pody's still with the puck. A good job to keep it, trying to drive by Sislo. Into the zone, he fires, kicked aside. Busanic steered aside there by Martin. Got the stick down at the last second as Petralski tries to get on this. Saved a goal there. Was Martin. Excellent job to get back and get in front of the net. Could have been the 3rd goal in a row for RIT as this one goes back here to Sislo. Sislo, he gets taken down, and that's going to be a tripping call here on RIT as we get the delayed penalty here on the play. Bly sends this around back to Martin as he tries to pitch it across, finds Pereira, but it's tapped there by RIT, and we will get the whistle. So back to the power play, go the Lions. Another power play chance here for TCNJ. It's going to be a tripping call. Back to the box goes Garalamo. Another penalty for him as he sits in the sin bin. Face off to the right here of Ruffner as it's taken by TCNJ off the draw. Petralski with this, back up to Ellis. Sends this lower to May. May, back up to Ellis again. Fired on that one, redirected. Bouncing, and they score! I think Ellis is going to get credit for this one, and TCNJ are back on top. It seems like it will go to Ellis. His 4th goal of the season. I wonder if that may have bounced off of a defenseman for the Tigers in front. They are actually going to give this to Stefanik. So Stefanik's 2nd goal of the game. The same pair with under a minute left to go. Here in the first period as Barrera fires that one on. Rebound kicked aside by Ruffner as it's taken by RIT. This one into the zone. Sislo trying to get on this. Same 3 players who got TCNJ the 2nd goal of the game on the power play convert again as we've got some more pushing and shoving going on here after the whistle as Busanic covered up there. .32 seconds left to go here in this first period. As this one off the draw, Sislo with it behind the cage as this bounces around, trying to get to it as it's sent up to May. May sends this forward, trying to play up here to Martin as he has it at the point. Martin across, finds May, walking in, lays this back to Sislo. He keeps it in at the blue line, fires, rebound there off Ruffner as Martin collects it. Martin, sharp angle shot as Greenspoon tried to get on that one. Couldn't do it as it's taken back here by RIT. with 3 seconds left to go as it's played across here. And that will do it for period number 1. TCNJ taking the 3-2 lead here into the first intermission. 5 goals combined between the teams in period number 1. Shots 21-15 at the end of the first period. A much better period for TCNJ, but still giving up 2 goals. Had the 2-goal lead and gave up 2. As Zdanov and Hahn made it a tie game, but then TCNJ right back again on the power play. Make it a 3-2 game as we head into the first intermission. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching TCNJ Lions Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carl Pascal, back here for period number 2 as the Lions take on the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers, the RIT Tigers. It's a 3-2 TCNJ lead after period number 1. 20 minutes down, 40 to go as we head into period number 2. Shots 21-15 coming into the middle frame in favor of RIT, but a late power play goal from the Lions gives them the lead. It's 2 goals on the power play from Rich Stefanik. So 2 for 2 on the man advantage so far for the Lions as they come into this second frame. Stefanik 2 goals. Gatsanis opened the scoring here in the game for the Lions and in general, and then Stefanik answered with another chance there for the Lions. Got it to 2-0 in favor of TCNJ. And then 2 unanswered for RIT. Zdanov and Boyle finding twine to make it a 2-2 game. And then late in that first period, on the man advantage again, Stefanik able to get a lucky bounce in front. Put it by Ruffner. And gives TCNJ the 3-2 lead as we get ready to go for the second frame. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so. I want to thank you for joining us for all of our games so far this year. And for this weekend, another action-packed weekend here for us at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And for myself, game number 5 of the weekend for me here in this one. Game number 3 for BSB. As we get closer and closer to the Thanksgiving break, we've only got a couple more TCNJ games for the rest of this year. After this one, only about 3 or 4 more as we're off here for the second period. Quickly driven into the zone. Greenspoon with it, sends this one lower. Greenspoon trying to play it back, can't do so. Back up to the point. At the blue line, sent back in as Greenspoon tried to get on it again. Ellis trying to get there, can't do so. Boyle is there as it's sent around. May. Back up to the point, looking for Gatsanis, poked aside. Trying to get on this one. Garalamo into the far side corner. Lays this one back here to Hahn as he tries to spin around, can't do it as it's taken by Greenspoon and out. Stop there by Tomanich as this one sent in deep for RIT again. Shot blocked there by May. Great job to block that as Ellis sends this across to Greenspoon. Joey Greenspoon with the puck along the far side boards. Tried to get by Tomanich, couldn't do it. He laid the body as Tomanich has it again. Tomanich out of the zone. Sislo chasing back on this, and they're going to call it an icing here on the Tigers. Face-off coming back into the RIT end. Shots 21-15 still. And I was talking about it in that first period. RIT coming into this game, averaging just 1.13 goals per game. Now in 2 back-to-back games, both having 2 goals in each game. As another RIT skater chase from the face-off dot over on the other side. Brendan Bilby for the coaches, they score! TCNJ again! Matthew Korobko, his first of the year. Korobko off the face-off, and TCNJ make it a 4-2 game. And RIT not happy about it here at center ice. RIT wanting an explanation here off the draw. Brendan Bilby on the other side. The goal will stand. It is now a 4-2 game as TCNJ get their 2-goal lead back again. And it's going to be Korobko from Martin at 18:50 of period number 2, and it is a 4-2 game as there's a big hit there from Phillips right in front of his own bench. Sislo Can't handle that one as it's fired on. That one goes off the paddle there of Busanic. That one fired on again, knocked aside by Busanic. His 20th save of the afternoon as this one is lofted back out to center ice. Trying to drive in is Sislo, but we're going to get a penalty here, and I think we're going to get coincidentals. And Perfidio's going to get a hooking call, and it seems like Sislo is going to go to the box. So both the 14s going to the sin bin. So Sislo to the box as well as Perfidio. Perfidio is a hooking call. We have to wait to try and see what Sislo's is. But either way, we'll play some 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. Here with just about 18 minutes left to go here in the middle frame. This one sent around to Gatsonis. Gatsonis trying to play this forward, able to get it across, finds Stout, has Pachalski in front of him. As Stout has a little bit of room here. Along the far side board, Stout with it. As the 91s down in the corner together. Again, some odd numbers coming together here in this last minute or so. Both the 14s taking some penalties, and now the 91s over in the far side corner. As it's taken into the zone by Lehigh. He fires on, saved there by Busanic as he rings it around to Stout. At the point, sent across, Lehigh with it again. Trying to find it in the middle as it bounces back up to the point. That one kicked aside by Busanic. Lehigh looking for somebody in the slot, trying to maybe pass it across to Hahn as this comes out of the zone. Pachalski lays the body at his own bench as he's able to get the puck away. Plays here, Stout with it, fires that one, deflected. There by Zadonov and into the netting for the whistle. .56 seconds left to go here on the coincidental minor penalties as this goes back up to Martin. Martin across, driving in. That one goes wide of the cage from Walter as Martin sends it back around. Walter trying to pinch and keep this in the zone up along the boards. He's able to do so. A big-time hit there along the other side with Boyle as this goes back up to Martin. He keeps it in, puts it in on goal. That one bounced right off of Ruffner, nearly went off his own defenseman and back in, but he's able to get the rebound. Dangerous chance. As May drives along the near side boards, winds up the cannon on the rebound. It's waffle boarded away there by Ruffner on the original shot. Rebound was loose, trying to find it to the other side as here come the Tigers. Lehigh. He gets his stick knocked away as Martin touches up, and he is going to go to the box. So Martin is going to go for a slashing call. So the captain to the sin bin here for TCNJ. So we'll play some 4-on-3 for 8 seconds. Shots 23-19 in favor of RIT, but TCNJ with the 2-goal lead. 4-on-3, 8 seconds here as this one sent out of the zone quickly off the faceoff. As this one goes back to Peterson, and now we'll play some 5-on-4. This one sprung forward, and that one's going to be called for too many men, and we'll go right back to 4-on-4. We'll have to see who's going to serve it here for RIT, as it's going to be a too many men call here on the Tigers. So once again, back to 4-on-4. As it seems like Chris Lehigh is going to serve the bench minor penalty here. So 4-on-4 here as we wait for the penalty to go up on the board. So a too many men call here on the Tigers as once again 4-on-4 with just about 4 minutes gone as we'll set up and do it again. Helkowski in the faceoff dot here up against Garalamo as Helkowski pokes it forward. He's on it now, down below the goal line. Some more open ice here with 4-on-4 as this one is taken away by the defense of RIT. Sent out of the zone as back to get it is Stout. Over 4 minutes gone here in this second period. Stout, a dangerous play there right in front of his own net as he gets taken down to the ice into the corner. Sislo sends this one to Barrera, trying to get it out of the zone. He can't do so. Zdanov with a good keep as it goes right back to him, trying to walk in and fire. Trying to drive around his Hahn. That shot fired on to Busanic, and he's able to hold it with the glove. That was a dangerous play there from Stout, and nearly could have been costly as he got hit down into the corner, and it was a great keep there from Zdanov. Scored the first goal of the game here for the Tigers, a beautiful one. Walked by everybody, beautiful move right at the blue line and put it top shelf on Busanic as he looks for a second, tried to play the pass across, couldn't connect on it, was looking there for Perfidio. Gley plays this one back, finds Getsonis. He opened the scoring here in the whole game as he sends it across to Sislo. This top D pair here for TCNJ. This one meant for May. It goes too far for him, and this will go for an icing here on the Lions. And as I mentioned in that pregame and in the first period, the Lions currently on a 9-game losing streak as they try and snap it here. This one kept in, fired wide of the cage from the blue line. That one from the 21 of Peterson as he has it again. Peterson with it, fires that one, glove down by Busanic. Save number 23 of the afternoon already. Definitely getting a workout in here today. Ethan May had the call last night for TCNJ. For the Bradford, Ontario native. Wasn't able to come away victorious in that one, but right now TCNJ up by 2. Like I said, looking to break that 9-game losing streak. Looking to get their first win since all the way back in September when they beat Lehigh 5-2 as this one sprung forward. Gley with it. Martin. He fires that one. Deflected off the shot as it's saved there by Ruffner. As a short power play here for TCNJ as Martin sends this to Gley. Tries to go back to Martin. It bounces off the referee as it's kept here by Pody. Pody out of the zone, bouncing puck. Taken by Gley, sends this across, trying to find Martin. Can't do so as it's picked off by the defense. Pody sends it the length of the ice, and this will be an icing here on Martin as he touches up with 13:43 left to go in the period. Faceoff coming back to the right of Joshua Ruffner. Puck off the faceoff, takes a bounce into the corner as Greenspoon lays this one back. Greenspoon with it again. Has Zonto with him as that one's gloved down there by RIT and sent back out to center ice. Perfidio into the zone, lays that one off, but it's going to be called for offside as Zanto sends this one out. So face-off right in front of the scorer's bench here. As that face-off is won by RIT. Dumped into the zone there by Tomanich. Gatsanis able to play here to Greenspoon. Greenspoon uses some room here along the far side boards and gets it in deep. Chasing after it is Amendola. His first shift of the afternoon as this is taken back here by RIT, sent across. Along their own bench, Sislo with a good closeout play there on Hahn as he sends it away. No icing, they wave it off as Tomanich has to go back and collect. Sprung forward, looking for the 22 of Girolamo, and this will go for another icing here on the Tigers as Stout collects that one. Shots 25-19 here with 12:37 left to go in the second period. And we'll be back next weekend here at TCNJ. 2 more games for the Lions next weekend against Oswego State. As that one's fired on, saved there by Ruffner. Gley sends it sloward, finds Barrera. Barrera takes a big bump along the boards from Tomanich as it's sent out of the zone. Back to track this one is Martin. Has some space as he drives in. Martin, he fires. That one's blocked away there by Zdanov. As Helkowski trying to keep it here, can't do so. Out of the zone, Martin on the back check was able to get a stick in there and steered away from Haskins. As it's kept in the zone here, Barrera trying to play up to Helkowski. Pokes it forward. One-on-one. Here comes Gley into the zone. Gley, he fires. That one sticked away and up into the netting there by Tomanich. For another whistle with under 12 left to go. Like I was saying, 2 games next weekend for this TCNJ squad against Oswego State. They kick things off on Saturday with a 6:10 p.m. start time. And then on Sunday, 1:10, just like this one, for their second game of the weekend against another NECHL foe as Lagriola walks this in. Tries to find Stefanik. He's on hat trick watch, has 2 goals already in this one, both on the power play as Lagriola lays the body. Taken in their own end. RIT across, able to connect with it as it's tipped in. Getsonis has to try and track it down, sends it across to Sislo. Sislo back to Getsonis. Sends it back up to the point, but not out of the zone. Peterson keeps it. Fires that one well wide. Bounce towards Busanic, who paddled it aside. Peterson with it again. Sends it across. At the blue line. Fired on. Busanic able to make the save. Bouncing puck below the goal line again as Sislo sends it around. Sislo back on the puck as Lagriola hit the deck. As it's kept here by Peterson and sent back in, but it goes into the netting for the whistle here at 10:46. Left in the middle frame. Almost halfway there through this one. Still a 4-2 game. And it's going to be a busy weekend as a whole next weekend for us here at BSB. Got another 5 games in 3 days next weekend. We kick things off on Friday the 22nd. Rutgers D1 taking on Canisius, and we've got a classic one of Ryder versus Rowan for their alumni night, as this is going to be called an icing here on TCNJ. Ryder versus Rowan, always an exciting matchup. If you've been watching us for a long time here at BSB, Ryder Rowan, always a fun one. That is for sure, to say the least of it. As face off to the left here of Busanic. Then for us here at BSB on Saturday, Rutgers D1 taking on Canisius again, and then that TCNJ Oswego State game, their first one. And then, like I said, on Sunday, TCNJ the lone game yet again as May. Beautiful pass through the legs up to Ellis. He lays it here as it's dumped into the zone by Greenspoon. Greenspoon to chase. Trying to get on it is Zadonov. Zadonov pitches this one forward, not out of the zone yet. Now it finds the stick of Boyle, who gets it out. Zadonov walking in again, tried to play it across. Bouncing puck steered aside as it's kept in. Boyle with it again. Tried to play it across, looking for Zadonov a third time as that one fired on, redirected in front. Stout was able to get there with the stick as this one on the wraparound chance goes wide. There from Girolamo. Back up to the point, kept in at the blue line by Tomanic. As Girolamo has it again up along the boards. He's able to keep it. Looking, trying to find it across to Hahn. Can't connect as it goes down in the corner. Greenspoon can't get to that one. Girolamo with it. Gets by Walter. Below the goal line. Him and May. May is able to take it away, but it's stopped there by the aid of Lowe. As he goes down hard. This one right out in front. Busnich somehow able to get the pads down and hold on. Shots now 28-19 here between RIT and TCNJ. RIT with the lead in that category, but it's a 4-2 TCNJ lead as Sislo drives into the zone here. Sislo with it, pulls up, looking for some options, tries to find Greenspoon below the goal line, now finds Phillips. Phillips sends it back around, looking for Greenspoon as him and the 16 of Pody go hard into the boards. Greenspoon able to keep it away, trying to find Phillips, who was in the high slot. Bounces to the near boards here as it's sent out of the zone. Sislo sends up to Greenspoon. Greenspoon, shifty move to try and drive by, but he got taken down. No call, we continue on as this is sent around. Spinning away, trying to play it up and out. They're able to do so. Great job by Peterson to get that off the backhand and out of the zone as it bounces to him here now. 8:15 left to go here in period number 2. Officially over halfway through. This one has a big save by Busnich there right on the doorstep. Played here up to Barrera. 2-on-2 into the zone. Barrera trying to walk by the defense, can't do it. Phillips there to try and join him as it's stolen away by RIT. Back out at center ice. Here comes Perfidio. Perfidio, he fires gloved up there by Busnich, and he will hold on for the whistle. Face-off one back there by RIT as it comes out of the zone. This one up off the boards and right back in. No icing, they wave it off. Stout back to collect. Taken here by Perfidio again as he looks for some options along the hash mark. Sharp angle shot goes up and over. Dangerous chance there from him as he has it down below the goal line again. Perfidio looking, finds Zadonov. Zadonov tried to fire, got blocked as Gatsanis tries to get on this. Hard into the boards there with Hahn. As Perfidio tried to dig it away, couldn't do so, kicked aside. Perfidio and Stout trying to both get on this as Stout is able to beat him to it. Stout looking for some options as he sends up to Barrera. Has Helkowski trying to get onto the puck. Here goes Helkowski along with Zadonov. Zadonov got better body positioning as it's taken away here by RIT. Looking for the stretch pass, broken up there by Stout on the back check. As Sislo tried to lay the body. Girolamo with it, walking it across, they score! The pass over to Hahn. And RIT cut the lead down to 1 again. So Hahn with the goal. His second of the year, Parker Hahn, third point of the season. And it's just a 1-goal game yet again. And they're actually going to change it from Hahn to Girolamo. So Girolamo is going to get the goal. That's his first of the year, first point of the season. As it's gloved down here by Busnich. I'm surprised they're giving that to Girolamo. as I'm almost 100% positive that was Hahn who put that one in. But either way, the goal is going to go to Girolamo from the scores table down there. So the 22 of Girolamo, one of the starters for this afternoon game here, as that's going to be called for offside here on the Lions. But Girolamo cuts the lead down to 1 here with 6:13 left to go in period number 2. Shots 32-20 in favor of RIT. Still the 1-goal lead here for TCNJ, as this one is taken here by Getsonis. He tries to fire. Knocked away there by some pressure of Pody, as Martin into the boards with Haskins below the goal line. This one taken by May. May sends it around. It's kept in the zone here by the Tigers as they look for an option. They spin it back below the goal line. Getsonis trying to get on this as Low up along the boards with him. May now with it. Sends it to Ellis. Ellis springs it forward. Finds Greenspoon. Now with May. Uses him as a screen as May walks in. Puts that one well wide as it bounces all the way over to Hahn. Dryden Hahn sends this forward as it's poked into the zone. Stout with it up off the boards, looking for May. Can't connect on it as it bounces back to Pody. Pody lost the handle. Ellis fires, and it's stopped there by Ruffner. Nearly took advantage of that errant pass. As faceoff is going to be to the right of Ruffner, looking for win number 2 of the year. As this is kept into the zone. Santo with it, trying to play back to Phillips, and covering up is Ruffner again. Amendola to take the draw here for TCNJ. Face-off one back by RIT as they try and send it into the zone. Stout will have to track this one down as it's sent back up to Amendola. Amendola can't get it out of the zone as Santo laid the body. As Amendola tried to get it back, couldn't do so. Phillips trying to lay a hit as well as this is walked in here by the Tigers. Trying to get away from Stout, they can't do it. As this one bounces to Amendola again, now below the goal line. Back up here to Zdanov, plays this one across. Trying to feed that one back through, looking for Hahn. They couldn't connect. As Phillips got hit down to the ice, and he breaks his stick there and pushes a Tiger. Phillips holding his neck as this one's blocked by Amendola. Delayed penalty here on the play as Phillips is going to try and get to the bench. Bouncing puck goes away as Bushnich got hit there for a second. As things starting to get a little bit chippy here as that one finally whistled down. And we will get a slashing call here. And it's going to be Phillips who goes to the box. Might get checked out by the trainer as well, as he was holding his neck as he went back to the bench. As this faceoff is going to come back to the left here of Bushnich. As this goes back up to the point. At the blue line, kept in here by the 91 of Tominich. Trying to get on this, TCNJ. Helkowski with it, lays this one off, trying to find Martin, can't get it out of the zone, kept in at the point. Great keep there by Tomanich as he sends it back in to the hash marks here, back up to the point. Haskins across, Tomanich with it, lays this one lower. Walking in, RIT with it to the backhand, trickling, and they score! Not sure who it was that got the tap on it, but we are tied at 4. And it looks like it's going to be Finn Boyle. And that is Boyle's first of the year. Second point of the season, and we are knotted up at 4 apiece. This is kind of what we expected to happen yesterday, a bit of a shootout between the teams. Trey Wright on the call yesterday mentioned it at the beginning of that game as Pusinich lays this one off. Expected a high-scoring game yesterday, ended up 3-2, not as high-scoring as we thought, but this one, 8 goals here with still 3:13 left to go in the second period. Tied at 4 apiece. This is kind of what we expected yesterday as trying to get on this is Greenspoon. Dumped into the zone here by Perfidio as this is sent around. Got Saunas with it. Nearly got pickpocketed there by Peterson as this one goes up into the netting for a whistle. 2:48 left to go. Here in period number 2, shots 34-22 in favor of RIT. Knotted up at 4 apiece. As this one is kept here at the point. Fired on, Pusinich able to make another save. His 31st of the game as this is kept in here by Garalamo. Garalamo driving around, got Saunas able to take it away as he goes hard into the boards with him. Taken by May as he sends it to Stout. Gets by him as it's kept in the zone. Top of the circle. Now back up to the point. That one fired by Hahn goes wide. Side of the cage now below the goal line as it's taken by May. May to Greenspoon. Back to May. Shifty little pass there as May drives in. Along the near side boards. May with it. Tried to feed it back in front on the doorstep. A huge save by Ruffner. TCNJ nearly got the lead back as this is kept here by Stout. Fired on, blocked aside and up into the netting. And getting an assist on the Boyle goal, the number 14 of Luke Perfidio. That is his 8th point of the year, 3rd assist of the season. 102 minutes left to go here in period number 2 as this is taken forward by the 91 of Tomanich. He lost the handle as Martin sends this one forward back out to center ice. Helkowski got pickpocketed by a back-checking Tomanich as this is sent back. Sislo is going to have to try and track it down with Tomanich chasing on him. Tomanich having himself a shift here as it's stolen aside by Barrera and moved forward. Kept in at the point though as it's sent back into the near side corner. Off the boards, now it comes out. Barrera back here to Helkowski, up to Barrera, trying to walk into the zone. Stolen there by the 8 of Lowe. Did a good job to get back as he gets crushed right there at the circle. What a check as the 8s came together. Helkowski lit him up. And now we're going to get a penalty here. It looks like it's going to go on RIT. It's going to be a tripping call, it seems like, here on Tomanich. So it's going to be a cross-checking call here on Tomanich. So with 1:09 left to go, back to the power play goes TCNJ. Another power play opportunity for them. Already 2 times on the power play today they've scored, both off the stick of Stefanik as he looks for the power play hat trick. As this is kept here by Ellis in the zone. Good job to keep it as it's sent across Pacholski. With it here along the near side circle, finds Stefanik behind the goal. Under a minute left to go in period number 2. This one played across. May with it, trying to find Pacholski. Bouncing puck, Stefanik put it just wide. Looking for the hat trick goal here on the power play. As this is played across Pachalski. Has it go back up to Martin. 40 seconds left to go in the frame. Pachalski trying to keep it away from Perfidio. Pachalski trying to go back to Martin as it's kept here by Stefanik. Places across, wired by Ellis, blocked in front, trickling back up to the point. Martin is there. Back to Pachalski. Trying to play it across, still with it again. Pachalski across, had that one stolen aside, but Martin's able to keep it in the zone. Great job here from TCNJ as this one goes down to May. May fires, sharp angle shot goes up into the netting with 11.3 seconds left in the second period. Off the face-off, 10 seconds left to go here in the frame of Stefanik. This one goes back up to the point. Ellis across. Martin there looking for a lane. He fires. Stopped there by Ruffner with 2 seconds left. One more face-off left to go here in the frame. One last chance here as May can't win the draw. And that one sent the length of the ice at the buzzer. And that will do it for period number 2. Tied at 4. After 2 periods of play, shots 35-26 in favor of RIT, but we're tied at 4 apiece. TCNJ will start the third period with a power play, 51 seconds left to go on it in the penalty to Tomanich. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching TCNJ Lions Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. TCNJ versus the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers. 4-4 after 2 periods, deadlocked here between the Lions and the Tigers. Shots 35-26 after 2 periods of play. Lions are going to start with the power play here in period number 3, 51 seconds on the man advantage as we get ready to go here for this third period. As RIT needed one extra man on the ice here. And we're off here for this third period. Martin with it off the draw. Like I said, TCNJ starting this third frame on the man advantage have already scored 2 power play goals off the stick of Stefanik. As this is taken away shorthanded, driving in. Busanic steers it aside over to Gley. As this is taken by May. May with it here, sends it across. As it's laid here to Martin. Trying to find May or Stefanik, but this will go for an icing here on TCNJ with 19:29 left to go. In period number 3. Like I said, coming into this frame, 36-26 in shots. RIT leading in that category, but it has been TCNJ for most of this night, and then RIT comes storming back, tied it up at 2 apiece. Then TCNJ got another 2-goal lead to make it 4-2. And then RIT once again, another 2 goals, gets it tied up at 4. So an 8-goal explosion here between these 2 young squads. Like I said earlier in the pregame and in that first period, RIT, 15 freshmen here for this 24-25 campaign. And for TCNJ, a young squad in their own right as this one is played across. We're back to 5-on-5. That time RIT kill off the penalty. And we're going to get a whistle there. It's going to be a hand pass call. As the referees are going to discuss this one here. Trying to figure out where this faceoff might be at, actually. And we're actually going to get an interference call. There's going to be an interference call here on RIT, so right back to the power play. Go the Lions. And over on the bench of RIT, Brendan Bilby, very, very unhappy. As it seems like Perfidio is going to go to the box here. So he will go to the sin bin and back to the power play. Go the Lions. Another chance on the man advantage here. As this is taken here off the draw. As Peterson tries to send it around, can't do so. Martin keeps it in the zone. Helkowski back up to the point, sends it across, trying to find May. Can he keep it in? He cannot. As this comes back out. Right back with it. Gley tries to find Stefanik, has 2 goals here on the power play so far. As this is taken and lofted back out to Martin in his own end. Martin sends this up to Stefanik. Stefanik, like I said, now on hat-trick watch as he rings this around to May. May looking here for Martin, who pinches to keep it in the zone. Trying to keep it, can't do so as it's taken out here shorthanded. Here comes Hahn as he fires that one up and over into the netting for the whistle with 1:11 left to go here on the power play for TCNJ. 18:11 left to go here in period number 3. As this faceoff is going to end up to the left of Busanic. Sent down behind the cage. Helkowski picks this one up here. Has to spin back to Pachalski, who leaves it for Stout. Stout to Pachalski. Chased here by Hahn as he leaves it back for Stout. Now sends this up to Barrera. Second unit on here on the man advantage for TCNJ as Barrera drives below the goal line. Barrera looking to get set up here. High slot, laying that one off to Pachalski. At the bumper position, he sends this one lower. Down back to Barrera at the hash marks. Back to Pachalski again. Pachalski spinning away from Hahn. Still with the puck. 30 seconds left to go here on the power play as Pachalski looking for a lane. That one blocked there by Hahn. As Barrera has this. Hahn in a little discomfort here off that block shot as this is taken here by the Lions behind the goal line. Greenspoon with it. Pinned up against the boards. He's able to keep the puck though as he goes up to Stout. Stout across. Pachalski's not there as it gets sent away out of the zone, trying to drive back in quickly, or the Lions can't do so. We're back to 5-on-5. Another kill there for RIT. So after being successful on their first two power plays, TCNJ 0 for 2 here in their last two. This one dumped into the zone. Back to get it here is Pody. He sends this one forward as this one is dumped in onto Busanic, who gloves it down. 37th shot of the game for RIT. 33rd save of the game for Busanic. As this one goes back up to the point. Shot from the blue line. Busanic able to make the save on the rebound. They put it wide. Diving to try and get that towards the net was the aid of Adam Lowe. He got the shot off, but it went wide as trying to get on. This is Greenspoon in the foot race. He can't get there first. This one sent around and out as it's picked up here by Haskins. He dumps this one in as Busanic leaves this behind his cage for Getsonis. Getsonis pinned along the boards as it's 2-on-2 down there in the near side corner. Picked away here by the Tigers. Across into the slot. That one goes wide there. Zdanov right in the low slot. Couldn't put it on net as he tried to go top shelf looking for his second of the game. Greenspoon and May trying to dig this out. Bounces forward. Trying to get the shot off. It goes wide off the stick there of Hahn. As it's taken and collected here by Getsonis. Open the scoring in the game as he drives forward. Plays this off the skates there of Zdanov. As it's taken here by him and sent up to his own blue line. Poked forward here by Hahn as it's knocked away again by the TCNJ defense. Zdanov with it again. Zdanov sends this one in. No icing on the play. It's waved off there by the referees. As this one's pinned up against the boards. Hahn, Getsonis, Barrera, and the 19 of Lehigh were in there as this one's played across for Helkowski. Helkowski along the far side boards trying to drive and looking to cut by the defense. Down below the goal line now as he's there with Pody as Barrera comes over to tap it away. Barrera with it below the goal line. Looking for some options as he finds Helkowski as he goes back up to the point here for Walter. He fires redirected in front. Bouncing puck. Barrera got sandwiched there right in front of the net as they go back up to the point. Kept in there by Martin as he sends it back in deep as it bounces out of the zone. Able to find Perfidio as he dumps this in. And the bench for the Lions wanted a call before when Barrera got hit. We're looking for possibly an elbowing call or maybe a cross check as Martin walks in. He fires. That shot's blocked. Still with the puck, though. Along the hash marks, it's stolen away and cleared by the Tigers as this one goes back to Busanic. Stout collects here from his goaltender. Puck off the dasher as Martin gets it out of the zone. Boyle sends this one in. No icing on the play. We continue on. Now they're going to call it. It was originally waved off, but they're going to call it an icing anyway here with 13:42 left to go in period number 3. Still knotted up at 4 apiece between TCNJ and RIT. Face off one back up to the point by the line. Stout with it across. Getsonis. He fires. That one's blocked there by Garalamo. As TCNJ still with it. That one goes up and over by Stefanik. He gets sandwiched hard into the boards there. Another time that the Lions were wanting a call as this one bounces to Pachalski. Right in on goal. That one's poked away there by the paddle of Ruffner, and it comes all the way back out of the zone. Bouncing puck picked up by Pachalski. Has some room along the boards. Cuts by one, looking to play it off in the slot. Spinning was Greenspoon. Couldn't get the backhander off as this one is played out to the neutral zone again. Dumped right back in there by Lagriola as this one comes right back out. On it now is Haskins looking to get by Sislo. Into the boards, Haskins and Sislo together as Pachalski comes over to help. As Greenspoon tries to get on this, can't get it out. Kept in here by Lowe as it goes below the goal line. Martin with it again. Martin up to Greenspoon. Can't connect on the pass as it's taken away by Zadonov as he walks in. Tries to feed it through. That one goes by everybody into the corner. Kept in the zone here. Taken away by Pachalski. Can't clear as that one trickles wide there of Busanic as he just got whacked. They're on the play. Surprised there was no call as we continue on. They're going to say it was incidental contact as he got hit there by a stick. I'm not sure whose it was. Of an RIT skater as this goes all the way back down. Sislo with this. Under 12 left to go here in period number 3 as Greenspoon sends it across to Martin. Martin lost the handle, taken away here by Hahn as it has to go back to his defense as Hahn collects again. Hahn spinning away from Sislo. Has to play lower, looking for Perfidio as it's taken here by the 19 of Lehigh. Back up to the point. Pody has that one bounce, kept here by Hahn. Hahn trying to get the pass back there from Lehigh. Couldn't connect as Lehigh takes it away in the high slot. Lehigh with it, trying to fire. That one deflected off of possibly one of the defenders there in front. Might have been Greenspoon, as well as possibly Busanic as it went up into the netting. 40th shot of the game for RIT. 36th save of the afternoon for Mike Busanic. Has been excellent despite allowing 4 goals. As this one's played across here for Gley. Into the zone. Gley with it. He fires that one. Kicked aside by Ruffner as the bouncing puck goes back up to Stout. Stout, he fires. Bounces away off the block as it's taken here again by Lehigh. Lehigh driving into the zone, trying to power move around, looking for the wraparound stop there by Helkowski. As Walter trying to make the move, can't do so. That shot from Lehigh goes wide. Zadonov tried to play that one back, couldn't connect on it as it's taken by Barrera. As this one's sent forward into the zone by Helkowski, trying to jump around the 21 of Peterson as he sends it back here. Puck below the goal line again. Helkowski looking to go back to Stout as it's dumped back to center ice. Taken by Pody and sent into the zone. Chasing after it is Parker Hahn. This one fired, blocked away there in the slot. That was a big-time block there from Walter as that one fired on, and they score. RIT have the lead with 10-12 left to go in the third. And it looks like it might have been Parker Hahn again. We'll have to wait for the official word, but it looks like it's likely going to be Hahn's goal as RIT go up 5-4 as Sislo just hit the deck trying to walk in as RIT again. Looking for more, and we're going to get a whistle here, and looks like it's going to be a tripping call here on TCNJ. And it will be Hahn's goal, assisted by Tomanic, his second assist of the afternoon. So a huge goal there from Parker Hahn, the sophomore from Mars, PA. His 3rd point of the year, 2nd goal of the season. And for Tomanic, his 2nd assist of the afternoon. His 3rd of the year, 4th point of the season. As this one played across, nearly connected on the pass across to Tommy Peterson. As it's taken out shorthanded here by TCNJ as Pachalski opts to take this all the way back into his own ends. Sends this one the length of the ice here on the clear. 1:30 left to go here on the power play for the Tigers. Along the near side boards, Girolamo trying to play it into the slot, looking for Zdanov as he puts it back in deep. On it now is Dryden Hahn. Hahn sends this one lower. Back up to the point here, Zdanov with it. Zdanov across. The pass over, now sent down low to the hash marks. Looking for options, back up to the point again. Across to Zdanov. Zdanov sends it lower, fired on. Rebound was still loose there. Off the shot from Girolamo as a TCNJ player just got a whack. They're not going to call it. We continue. The fans wanted one as this goes back up to the point. That shot from the blue line, gloved down there by Busanic. Busanic being shelled right now in between the pipes. Has faced 43 shots so far this afternoon, still with 8:49 left to go. In period number 3, still 40 seconds left to go on the power play here for the Tigers as that one goes well wide and high of the cage. Capped here by RIT. Spinning this one back, they find Perfidio. Perfidio being chased here by Barrera as this goes back up to the point. Pody across, trying to play it to Tomanic, looking for his third assist as that one goes up into the netting for the whistle. Off the face-off, one there by TCNJ and sent in deep as it's laid here by Ruffner for his defenseman. Ruffner sends that one as it's played forward there by the 21 of Peterson. Taken away by Barrera, trying to get it out. Peterson able to pinch and keep it in the zone. We're back to 5-on-5, a good kill there for TCNJ. Still in the zone here, spinning is Boyle, trying to play it across, can't do so, got tangled up with Helkowski as it's dumped in by Barrera. Pody sends forward, looking for Parker Hahn again as it's played across to Getsonis. He gets rocked right in front of the RIT bench. That was a big-time hit there from Finn Boyle as it's played to Pachalski. He fires, put it wide, nearly tied the game at 5. Pachalski would have been his 3rd goal of the year if he could have put it on target. As this one bounces to Getsonis, he opened the scoring. Funny bounce goes just wide of Ruffner. Martin with it, sends this across. Helkowski pitching it forward, looking for Pachalski. Pachalski in the corner, down to Helkowski. 7 minutes left to go here in this 3rd period in the game. Helkowski hits the deck. This one taken away by Pody, who sends it to the other side. Dumped in here by the Tigers as they try and finish the defensive change here. As Martin has this. Martin lays it off for Korobko as this one goes down below the goal line. Zdanov is there. Sislo able to keep it in the zone. Korobko to chase. Korobko along the boards, nearly stole it away from Tomanic as Pachalski knocks that one down. No high stick, we continue on. Taken by Lehigh. Lehigh trying to play that one forward, looking for Dryden Hahn. As Korobko sends it across. Pachalski with it, tried to break through the defense, couldn't do so as it's sent back in by Perfidio. Stout into the boards. Has to play it off the outside of the cage as Korobko looks for an option here. Korobko has to spin back as Perfidio gives chase. Lays this one off to Sislo. 6 and change left to go here in period number 3. TCNJ down by 1, 5-4. As it looks like Lehigh got knocked down to the ice there as he's going to try and go off to the bench. As this is dumped into the zone, Sislo tried to play the body. As this goes back here for Stout. Stout to Pachalski. He nearly lost an edge. As he plays it across looking for Greenspoon, it comes out of the zone. Bounce forward up to Boyle. He avoids the check from Pachalski. Garalamo tried to send it forward as it bounces. Walking into the zone, another shot there goes up and into the netting from Peterson with 5:21 left to go in period number 3. TCNJ looking to avoid making it double digits on this losing streak. Currently at 9, trying to tie this game back up at 5. RIT's first lead of the afternoon comes with the potential game winner. Here with that goal from Parker Hahn, as that one fired on, saved there by Busanic, trying to cover up, and he does. Shot number 45 of the afternoon for RIT. TCNJ just one off the 30 mark as Greenspoon has this off the faceoff. Greenspoon hip checked there into the wall, and it's going to be called an interference call here on RIT. They're going to call it interference. It's going to be called here on Peterson. He's going to object to it, but he will go to the box as TCNJ back on the power play yet again, looking to try and tie the game up at 5 with 5:01 left to go in the third. Stefanik had the faceoff dot on the power play as that one fired goes wide. Stefanik 2 power play goals here this afternoon as he tries to get on it again. Stefanik across, finds Gley. Gley back to Stefanik as this one bounces up in the air, trying to get back on it as Stefanik goes back up to the point for Martin. Martin fires a long-range shot, goes wide as Ellis collects here. Pitches it back down to May. He lets it go to Stefanik, back to May. As Stefanik hits the deck, May with it across. Martin there, able to keep the puck. Has Ellis at the point, trying to keep it, can't do so. 2-on-1 if they can hurry for RIT the other way. Short-handed chance. Here goes Garalamo. Garalamo in the zone, spinning away from Ellis, but Martin is able to take it from him with 1:20 left to go on the power play. Martin using Stefanik as a screen. He walks in, trying to pull the trigger, has to go back up to the point here and set up. Gley with it, feeds it into the slot, broken up there as it's cleared yet again by Garalamo. As Martin will have to try and track this one down. 4 minutes left to go here in this game. Under a minute left to go here on the power play, and that's going to be called an icing here on TCNJ. So 53 seconds left to go on the power play for the Lions. 3:54 left to go in the game as they try and avoid making it 10 games here on this losing streak. As it's pitched forward here by Martin. Sent that one off the legs of Gley as it's taken into the zone here by May. May, power move to the front of the net. Can he get it on target? He does, but it's saved there by Ruffner. Big time stop there with the pads, potentially a game saver. If RIT are able to hold on, remember that one from Ruffner. Down to 22 seconds left to go here on the power play for TCNJ as they send this one over to May again. May plays this one back to Martin. 15 seconds left. Martin able to skate it himself, nearly got pickpocketed there. He's able to keep the puck as he walks in. Martin around one, looking, has Barrera in the middle. Onto the backhand, he fires. That one goes off the outside of the cage. Power play over. Back to 5-on-5. Busanic still in his net here with 3 minutes left to go. Back up to the point, Helkowski. He fires that one, knocked away with the glove by Ruffner. Rebound was loose, collected here by RIT. Played forward. Perfidio across. Connects on the pass to Pody as he walks in, fires. That one goes up and over the bar. On the rebound, they put it just wide. Would have ended the game there for RIT as this is taken by Pachalski in his own end. Pachalski sends this one up to Barrera, bounces off his stick. It's taken by Lowe, played across. Tomanic into the zone. He fires that one up and over again as Sislo tries to get on this, pinned along the outside of the net as they try and dig it out. No whistle yet as we continue with play here. Now the puck finally comes out as Pachalski's able to dig it away. Has to spin back to Stout as he gets hit hard into the boards, and Pachalski is down. Pachalski down on the ice. He has not moved. As Tomanic drilled him into the boards. Pachalski still down on the ice here. Slow to get up. As Tomanic is going to go to the box here, and we'll have to see if this might be more than just two. It's just going to be 2 minutes for a hit from behind. And I don't think our cameras are catching it. A bit of a unflattering gesture there from Tomanic, but regardless, back to the power play go TCNJ with 1:58 left to go here in this third period. So they will be on the power play for the rest of this game as we take a timeout here. TCNJ using their timeout. Coach Andrew Ducko, Paul Baccio, and Rob Garmice on the bench trying to draw things up here. As the fans here for RIT not happy with the penalty call, but either way, it's going to be a power play for TCNJs. We're going to step aside briefly. We are back here after the timeout for TCNJ. Under 2 minutes to go on the power play now, looking to tie this game up at 5. As Stefanik trying to win the draw. May sends it into the corner. Stefanik with it. Busanic waiting for the signal as Stefanik fires. That one goes wide. Martin with it. Sends it back in here to May. May back up to the point for Stout. High slot. He fires, kicked aside. There by Ruffner trying to clear is RIT. Can they do so? Yes, they do. Bounces off the stick of Stout. 1:35 left to go. Here on the power play, 1:30 left to go in this third period as Busanic still waiting for the signal here. Martin below the goal line, rings it around looking for Stefanik as it's kept in the zone here by Stout. Does a good job to keep it in as Helkowski bouncing puck, he's able to do it too. Pass across, Martin. Busanic to the bench, extra skater on here for TCNJ with 1:10 left to go in the game. Helkowski sends this lower. Martin with it, looking for an option. Across. Over to May. May, he fires. That one goes deflected up and over the bar. There by Hahn. Along the boards, Martin with it. Under a minute left to go here in this game. Martin sends it lower. Connects with Stefanik. Looking. Stefanik has to go down below the goal line as he sends this one around to May. 45 seconds left to go here in the game as Stefanik has it again. Tries to spin it back on the back door. Looking to get it across to Helkowski. He got tied up. Player without a stick now for RIT as they try and pin it up against the boards. Stefanik able to dig it out. Moves it aside, looking here for Martin. 30 seconds left to go here in the third period. Martin back up to the point. Stout is there. Back to Martin. Looking for something as he goes back across. Stout fires. That one blocked in front. Cleared back out to the neutral zone. TCNJ quickly have to reset here. Pass sent forward up to Helkowski, trying to drive and got stripped away, and it's clear, looking for the empty cage. No Weissing since it's on the PK. 8 seconds left to go here in the game as Martin tries to play it forward. Martin with it, trying to get it up forward, looking for May. He tried to fire, couldn't do so, and that will do it. RIT back-to-back victories and defeat TCNJ 5-4 for their second win of the year. And after 299 days, they broke their 22-game losing streak and win back-to-back here against TCNJ this weekend. RIT with the 5-4 victory. A big, big win for RIT and for TCNJ. The losing streak hits double digits as they go into a extremely tough weekend against Oswego State next week. Saturday, Sunday, we'll be here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. But a tough weekend for TCNJ as they go 0-2 up against Rochester. But that'll do it for us here this afternoon and for this weekend. Final score 5-4. TCNJ fall to RIT. Final shots 46-29 in favor of RIT as well. But we're going to step aside, and we will see you guys next weekend for some more BSB action. My name's Carlo Pascal. Have a good weekend, everybody.